Any moment now. There it is. I can hear myself. Okay, so let me switch back over here and switch to this. Hello. So I folded a bunch. I cut some. Those I may have cut on stream. I still have a lot to do, so I still have some to fold here. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm still folding. And now I found another webcam. So I don't know if that will make the stream any more interesting to watch me. So look up my nose. At least one of them stays in focus. There's that. I guess that's like a couple of them are front facing. It's weird looking. Oh, add it to that pile. There's that. So I was able to start Mass Effect 3 last night. Very excited. I didn't want to stop playing. It was fun. I hadn't played that one in a long time. Folding forever. Also, new episode of Loki, that was good too. I'm really interested to see where this show goes. Oops, I forgot a side. I can't think of anything to talk about. I had lunch. It was good. I made a purple carrot meal yesterday. Uh-oh. Work email. And I eat, like, not the full amount of the meal. My husband was sick, which, if you've been watching the stream, I've mentioned. He's doing better now, so he hadn't been eating the food, so I was just eating him for my lunches instead of having him for dinner with him. And so now he's started to eat that stuff. So we each had it's like jasmine rice, some black beans, poblano pepper. It was supposed to have tomatillos, but I left them off because I think they're gross. Green onion that was sort of marinated in lime. Hot sauce. Avocado. I think that was it. That's pretty good. I mean, nothing like a big bowl of rice to be filling. Rice and beans. Okay, give me a second to see what the work thing was. I'm back. Hello, Helloy Stitch. Thanks for joining if you're still here. I think you chatted right before I took a second. Mic's back on, yes. How's it going? Just folding at the moment. And then we'll be cutting forever. Okay. And that. And this. And this is cute. It's like a little bird things. Look like not nuthatches, but they've got that kind of coloring. I saw a thing. I live in Indiana, and I saw a thing that went by that there's some sort of disease that's hitting a bunch of the local birds, and they said don't feed your birds for a while until they get that straightened out. That's sad. I always like to feed the birds because of our cats like to watch them, and I like to watch them also, but mostly the cats. And so now don't feed them, I guess. This looks like Death Note book. Three more, no, four more. And then I can start cutting again. the chat that I put on the stream, the font is really tiny. I also keep a stream manager open, so. But in the archive, I don't know if you can read that. Can I fix that? Pardon me. Refresh. Well, it took away the words, but I think it fixed the chat. Make it a little more legible. Two more foldings. That's just like encyclopedias. There it goes. It's kind of cute. Folding and then cutting is definitely the way to go with this, though. It's just 4 folds instead of each flap. What else can I talk about to myself? I got a new Fitbit yesterday. I upgraded from a Versa 2 to a Sense. And it's weird. And I cannot get the notifications to show up. I don't know what's going on. Like, I had an update, a Google update, like, and ever since then, the notifications don't come through, even though the item is connected to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. That's the only thing that changed, was the phone updated. I was hoping once I upgraded my Fitbit it would solve that, but it did not. Get back to doing all the same directions. straight up and down. Straight up and down the other way. And turn this one around. There. Then do that angle. And the other angle. Hello, welcome back. How's it going? What have you been up to? I've been up to folding and cutting. Whole lot of folding and cutting. Oh, I did not do that. At least it didn't go into the image. It went out further. Let's see if I can straighten that up. That's better. That is straight up and down there. Angle. That one. Yes, these are little, actually I finished a couple of them yesterday. So this is like a bunch of volumes together. It's open in the back. So I assume these are going to go on some of the shelves I made previously. Maybe like that. That's a guess. That image that's above the chat, it's in there somewhere. Look, I have the, yeah, there's all different, they're gonna go in there somewhere. I've got multiple shelving units that are all gonna go up into the little room section. So that's what those were, and I did some boxes previously also. But today I just have, these are cut, all of these are folded, and then I need to cut them out. And my camera doesn't like to focus. Angle and angle. Oh, I need to do this edge. There. Yeah, it is a little much. This is only the second one of these kits I've done, and the thing that bothers me the most about it is how repetitive this one seems to be. But I guess, you know, a study with a whole mess of books, like what else are you going to do? The last one I did was a coffee shop, so we made some coffee cups and some bouquets of flowers, and I'm trying to think of even what else. It was a little more variety. I didn't have a whole bunch of the same action, or not action, I mean, I guess you're cutting and gluing either way. but it wasn't a whole mess of the exact same thing. So, but I bought this one because it was on sale. I didn't do either angle. Angle. To decorate, yeah, I guess it's meant to be a standalone item. It's not like that I know of to be part of a dollhouse. These kits are just standalone items. So like the coffee shop one I did is sitting on our fireplace mantle collecting dust. I kind of need to figure out how to make a dust cover for them affordably rather than just like buy one. But this is only the second one I've done that I didn't intend to do. The one I wanted to do was Nancy's Bakehouse, which I did order. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, mini stuff is really cute. These kits I recommend. They're not, it's, I mean, if this type of thing looks like up your alley, they're fun. I didn't expect to like them. My husband had actually started getting ads for them. I don't know, I assume some algorithm could tell that he liked interior design and miniatures or something. Yeah, that's his guess. And so he was getting ads for these, and he showed it to me around my birthday and was like, what do you think of these? And so we were looking at them with the idea that we would make them together. And then once I started working on it, I was like, no, I'm making this by myself. So if he wants to make one, he can make one, but that's for him. I'm doing these. And I've, like this one that I bought, this one was about $21 for this study, Sam study, and I think that was a pretty reasonable price because some of them they're more like 40, but I haven't been buying them when they're around 40. I've kept looking for cheaper and like them on eBay and things like that. Every once in a while the sellers will send like an offer, but it's still a little more expensive than I would want to pay. But you can find some on eBay, some on Amazon. Some people have said that they've gotten them on things like AliExpress or Alibaba and places like that. But I would say you'd need to worry about those. Oh, that's my cat. You'd have to worry about those because the instruction manuals might be in Chinese, Japanese, something Korean maybe. I think Chinese is what people usually have seen. You could use Google Translate, I guess, and see what you can do. A majority of the instructions are they just say things like fold and glue, complete as shown. So other than the parts that specify which things that might, I'm not sure how those would be shown, but any of the rest of it, you can tell what you need to do from the instructions for the most part, the picture. So even if you found one that had a foreign language for the instructions, I would think that you could still work it out. And those might be more affordable, depending on what it costs to get it shipped. But yeah, Amazon, eBay. This brand is RoLife, ROLIFE, which is in the up in the title up there. But the brand of the Simon's coffee house that I bought was called Hands Craft. Hands with an S on the end. And it's more fun than I expected it to be. I have found that I've had to purchase things to make it easier though. Like I'm, buying scissors. I just ordered a bottle with a better tip for glue so that I can get more precise gluing. X-Acto knives, possibly a ruler because you need to measure a lot of things in millimeters, and this cutting mat I already had. I'm trying to think what else. Things like that. Oh cool, my Moonbot worked. Yeah, that's also my issue. I'm wondering whether or not I could sell a completed one, but I don't know how I would ship it. And so maybe I'll see if anybody just like wants it. Or like if I had a yard sale, I guess I could set them out. But at the moment there's only one completed one, so it can hang around for a little while. And I have an office that I can close the door and not worry about the cats getting into anything when I'm not in the room to keep an eye on them. Oops, I got bent. There it goes. Oh, that's all messy. That'll do. So after this one, I'll be making Nancy's Bakehouse, which will go with the coffee shop. Like I would have rather this had been a bookshop so that it would go with the idea like I'll have a coffee shop, a bookshop, a bake shop, and it would look like a little, little street if I lay them all up next to each other. But this one is just someone's library type of idea. Yeah, a little village. That'd be cute. That would be cute. There's other brands that, like, I don't think you're creating as much of it. It's not as much papercraft from what I can tell. It's like actual miniatures, where the stuff is already made. There are some that are like that also, where you're just putting it together. That does not appeal to me. I'm more into this, where I feel like yeah, I didn't print this stuff, but I'm the one cutting it out and gluing it. covered in paper. Sorry, trying to keep an eye on my work computer. Maybe I'll start gluing some of these. Although I don't know where I'm going to put them all. Need a box to set aside to just put all these little pieces in. Or I guess I could see if I can find the instructions for where they actually go in the shells. It had better tell me. There's some. Okay, so paper box times 4, book 1 times 2. One of these is book 1. Oh, the ones I haven't done yet. And then book 2, that's these, times 21. Book 3, oh, I haven't gotten to that. Book 4, and then K10 times 5. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let's see, this is like an L shape. One. And then this is 2 sides of the same. This one has little shelves on the side. Come on, focus. For like pamphlet-y things. This little red guy. This is double-sided. And that's the other side of that same one. And then I guess the little ladder I made, it's going to have some. This is just a photo in a frame. A couple books here, a couple books there. Oh, stuff a few in with this thing I made. And then just a stack on top of some boxes. And then they'll all get put together. So I have this. I can't get the webcam over to it, but this with a floor on it. Like that. So it'll go in there. I did make the furniture already. So we're ready for that. So here's some pictures of how it's going to go in. So you do the outer wall and then fill in a little more. Come on. Like that. Where's the chair? Oh, it's stuffed back here behind the ladder. There's a chair somewhere. I have little furniture's already done. So I guess I could start figuring out what gets glued into where. I do glue them together. I don't know if that's like, if some people leave them without the glue. I think I'd worry about stuff just blowing away. Back to cutting. Thank you. It looks better once you put it all together than each thing looks by itself, I would say, at least with my stuff. The glue gets kind of stringy, like the one I have upstairs that I did. I'm constantly noticing little strings of glue to pull off, but altogether it looks really cute. I think it would be a little disappointing though, because none of the cabinets and things open. Like, you know, if you get a dollhouse or a Barbie house or something, like everything comes apart. You can open drawers and things like that. Well, it doesn't do that with these, because you basically have to glue stuff shut, or they're fake. They're like a facade. Not work related. Cut the other angle. Now cut the ups and downs. Oh, I didn't cut one of the ways. There we go. Now I see another place I didn't cut. I didn't cut these two edges. Time is it? 12:30. Yay. Oh, this pile is lasting forever. Cannot think of anything to talk about. I mentioned food already. I mentioned watching Loki, but I don't want to give spoilers. Mentioned starting Mass Effect 3 again. Well, of Legendary Edition again. I mean, first time in Legendary Edition. It's been a while since I've played that one. I think this blade is getting dull. Hang on a second. Oh man, my glasses. It's just scratches on them. I had an appointment to get new glasses, and they made new glasses, and they were making me nauseous and hurting. So I went back, and they moved the bifocals. I've told all this on stream before, but just going through it again. And they moved the bifocal, which helped. They also bent it in a little, like curved them, and that helped. But they still didn't seem right, so I had to have an eye exam over again. And they had the prescription wrong. He said that, like, the little paper the computer had pulled out or had printed out had said, you know, my prescription was, you know, one of the parts of it was one thing when it's another thing when he looks at the actual handwritten thing. And I'm like, okay, well, couldn't you double check these things? So they had made it wrong. And they're going to remake it, but I have a feeling they're going to remake it like the glasses I'm wearing, which I don't think are right. I'm never going back to that place again. Bifocals are the worst, and that's like what I started with. I didn't have glasses for a long time and then went straight to bifocals. Probably because I do crafts like this and like tiny cross stitch and too much like straining my eyes, I guess. Okay, straight and same thing over and over again. Can't I program a computer to do this for me? Oh, that's okay. Thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate it. Your English seems fine. And I'm mostly rambling to myself. There's that, and that, and that. There's another one. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Come on, focus. Oh, it doesn't want to. There it goes. I forget if that's Degas, Monet, one of those Renaissance painters. It just says book. Book. One of the other ones had Van Gogh on it. That was, I think it also said book. In case you were wondering, these are books. Book. Now did I get all the sides? Yes. No. One more. There we go. Oh, relaxing, I guess. Just repetitive at least. Same old, same old. Eventually I'll get to something more interesting, maybe. Although I did all the furniture already. But I guess putting the items into the furniture, that might be good. I'll have to move the camera again when I get to that part. I have it pointed down too much to try and get these books in focus. It just doesn't want to focus on things. The one that's facing down is supposed to be the better camera than this one. But I don't know, I guess I could try swapping them out, see if one works more than the other for... Uh-oh. I have a BRB. Give me a second here. I have to go see what that is. I'm back. It was nothing I have to deal with. The pile is getting shorter. There's the still to be cut. I have no idea when I'll be finished. Hopefully I will finish at least cutting these out today. I guess we'll see. As far as when the stream will be done, maybe it depends on if something for work comes up. I may have to start again. We'll see. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out and watching me cut paper. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Maybe I'll see you again sometime. Oh, I need to have some water. Cut in this direction now. Oops, there's an edge still. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. That's cute. Oh, it says their brand on there. Robotime. That's cool. Cut the other straight direction. Now cut the other angle. Last night, I have this thing that I bought that's like, it's a two-part plastic case with like a clear cover on one side that you could put your phone in, basically. And the idea is you could stick it to your shower wall. It has like the one part that sticks to the wall, and then the foam part goes down into the part that's on the wall, like the little puck, like that, and it'll turn. So you could put it in, you could put it this way, open it up, pop your phone in it, shut it again, turn it that direction, or leave it the other direction. And it was pretty cool because I could listen to podcasts or music and be able to skip ads or skip songs. And like yesterday, I was watching someone streaming that new Dark Alliance game on Twitch and stuff like that. So it was working really well because you can still touch it because it's got that cello screen in front of the phone, so it will take your actions of your fingers without getting the phone all wet. And it was working really well. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. And then yesterday I noticed that it was slightly askew. Like, normally I have to twist it when I put the phone in, take the phone out, and turn it different directions. And I noticed that it was kind of, instead of being straight, like that, it was kind of like at an angle, not out from the wall, but just at it, like, turned. And wasn't too worried about it. But then, overnight, my husband and I woke up to a loud crashing noise. Couldn't figure out what it was. Being awoken in the night from sleep and being very confused. We finally found it. It was that thing had fallen into the shower and made the loudest noise. It sounded like a box fan falling. It had like a rattly sound to it. Even though the thing it's not that much bigger than a phone. So that was terrifying. Took a while to fall back asleep once we figured that out. And then today I spent an hour trying to take Goo Gone and other cleaners to try and get all the gunk off of the shower wall from the little puck. And it came with 2 other pucks, but I mean, why should I have to replace it every couple of months? Like, why isn't it suction then? Why isn't, they should have made it a little better. So I don't know if I'm going to put it back up, even though it was very handy. I might see if there's something like an IKEA shelf or something that can go in the shower, because their suction stuff works really well. And if I could do that, I could just like put that case without the little holding puck on a shelf and just use it that way. Because it was very handy, being able to still control it. How long have we been going? Almost an hour. Just about an hour. So far so good. Not busy with work. Nothing calling me away. Just have one ticket open that I need to deal with, but haven't heard back from the user yet. Oops, I cut too far in on that. Ooh. There's that. Book. This one says Robotime on it also. I've seen some people like customize these. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, maybe once I've done more, learn all the little tricks, then I might feel confident enough to do that, or to make my own stuff. Yeep, that paper's tearing. Yeah, I think I need to change the blade again. It seems too soon to do it, but I have been cutting an awful lot of stuff. Look at that. Tore up that corner. Oops. I did not cut that line. There we go. I think it'll be okay. Alright, let me pop this off. Whew. I may need to buy more razor blades. I think I might have some in a drawer somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Okay, tape this too. Let me just see if I can. Oh, wait, I can tape it to this piece of wood. Okay. Back to cutting. See if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, that's better. Greatly improved. I thought I heard something. It sounded like a phone. I think I'm hearing things. I wonder if I'll need this. It says stuff about which books I'm doing, which boxes. Angle, 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 angle. That. Okay. Where to start? Let's do this side. These are ones where they were really super close together, so I had to cut closely, but I didn't cut exactly, so then I have to cut it again, and it's weird because there's not a lot of paper to cut. Like this. That upper corner. Like I didn't quite cut it. There it goes. See that little bit hanging out above the line? Not the whole big left side, but the part on the right. Like I need to cut that, but there's not a whole lot of paper to cut. I just cut inside. Alright, now cut some angles. Oops. That wasn't good. That won't be too bad. I need to cut this edge off of here anyway. Yeah, it's not bad. I just cut it in a little on the corner there. I think I bit the inside of my cheek at some point. Maybe in my sleep. It's starting to hurt my finger. I have to stop cutting for a while just to do something else. But I'm almost done with this part. Okay, yeah, let's stop that for a little while so that my finger can stop hurting. Okay, let's glue some. If I can get this cap off of here. There we go. How did I get glue? Okay. Let's just put glue on these flaps. Yikes. Goes from no glue to too much pretty quickly. Come on. Book. They all just say book. Book. And book. Give me one moment. All good. Okay, I think this works out better if I... Oh, I need to scoot over this way. Let's hope I'm in the camera. Works out better if I fold all these flaps in and then glue. Get in there, you. And then try to line up the little inner flap parts. Then flatten them out. Book. I like this white spine stuck to my finger. Come on. It's cute. Get in there. Okay. Oh, I didn't fold this. Darn it. Now I have to fold each of them separately. There. Okay, so just don't want to focus at all, do you? Silly webcam. Get in there. Okay. I'm running out of places to put these guys. I can't tell which way this needs to move. Oh, I see. It doesn't want to. Okay, hang on a moment. I need to check something. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Press these flaps in. Come on. Probably doesn't help that I'm like moving close in front of the camera. Not when I'm showing things close up, but like just getting in the way of it. Get them in the right spot before it dries. Close enough. And all the flaps are pressed in. I'm running out of room. Where am I going to put these? Let's see. I have the box that everything came in. Oh, I put some of these extra pieces down in here. Like the wires. Well, I can leave that stuff in here. Let me just lay these down inside. So they don't get crushed. I can put these boxes in here too. Okay. Put that down there. Too much glue. Too much glue. Come on. There it goes. Get it lined up. I feel like I need to back this camera up. Wonder if that's better. I think I need to go see what that is, though. An email just came through for work. Let me finish this box. I mean, set of books. Okay, that wasn't an email for me. Yay. Oops, too much. There we go. Oh my goodness. So many of the same thing. Oh, I think I'm off the camera for some of this. I apologize. That's alright. Get this glue off of here. Oh, narrow. Come on. Get in there. Why is this one not wanna... I think the glue already dried on it. Or I did not get as much glue on it as I thought I did. Get in there. Make a big mess. Blech. Well, that worked. Whatever. This guy again. How many of those are there? This Impressionist painting book. It's a million of them. Make sure to get just enough glue, but not too much. There we go. I think I'm going to stop. I might come back. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching.